Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I'm your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Cassie. And I'm Della Hayes.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the zoo. I'm your zookeeper tonight, Inquisitor. Minions joining me are Mr. Adam.
Hello.
And Eeyore.
Good evening, one and all.
And guess what? My microphone is actually picking up this time. Hello, everyone. How are you this evening?
Nice. Hey, and make sure in chat if you can hear all three of us and not just Eeyore. We don't need another donkey only stream.
Donkey only.
I don't think the internet could handle that.
No, the internet would just lose its mind over that. So how are you gentlemen this evening?
Tired.
Yeah, same. Honestly, I've been sleeping like almost all day.
You know, yeah, I did take a nap unexpectedly in the middle of the day. But otherwise, you know, honestly, right now I feel pretty good.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna be finishing up some Eldar Guardians tonight. Seeing about doing that.
Great. Knife fear traitors.
Oh god. Oh, I need to get my fucking brushes. Where the hell did I put my brushes? Shit! Oh my god. Oh, there they are. I say I've been building models lately, not really doing very much painting. I built a whole bunch of stuff. I got all of the Death Rattle skeletons from my vampire army all assembled, and then I've been assembling my zombie dragon for my vampire army. So.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll be all good. Just need to go through here, check out these guys. And I'll put all of you aside here. The hard bit is going to be getting these fucking masks done, because I've got to use this ink, but I don't want to go on too thick with the ink and stuff like that, because it can be pretty, you know, hard to work with, but that's what I'm using for this white and these guys. But yeah. So how is everyone got their plans for their Thanksgiving all down? 'Cause that's gonna be coming up
Thanksgiving
pretty
was fun last month.
soon. What, you're Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're coming up on our Thanksgiving next week.
Lovely.
Oh, hi, Jake. What's up, bud?
I haven't really I don't really have any plans for Thanksgiving, to be honest. Oh shit, what the fuck is that?
The fuck is what? Oh my god!
I don't know. Knackly. I'm playing the new Pokemans, so
Is it running
but
like garbage? I've heard it's been running like garbage for some people.
yeah, there's been graphical issues, I guess, but I haven't run across any. Well, I've been running across some lag or like stutter, but nothing like what I've seen on the videos.
I saw one on Twitter today that I had to save because the video was just hilarious. There's like a new Pokemon that's like a white Diglett, and it's like a tentacle that comes out of the ground. Well, the graphical error was that it came out like right at the trainer's legs, so it looked like a giant white dick that was like swooping out and smacking people. It was hilarious.
The thing is, all these graphical errors are coming after a news report where it was not a news report, like report, but that the game had been hacked like a week or two before release, and that people were already finding ways to pump up their Pokemon. So I can only assume, because I've seen some graphical errors, you know, like it's unpolished, obviously.
Sure.
There's a lot of areas where I think they could have used a little bit more time to work on it.
Sure.
But the things that I've been seeing where like models are just floating through the scene, or all of a sudden they're stretched out and elongated, or like the Diglett one that you were speaking of, I think a lot of those are the hacked versions. I think a lot of those are people have manipulated it and they're putting the videos out there.
It's so funny.
Because they're funny, yeah, no, but I don't, because I don't know. I haven't seen anything, and I've been playing for a long while, you know, just roaming around. And like I said, the most I've seen is just lag. When you're scrolling with the right joystick, it just kind of lags a little bit, but
Wow, I'll say that's bad enough.
well, yeah, it's, you know, Nintendo needs to fucking update their hardware.
Yeah.
For sure. But I haven't seen any goofy things like, you know, characters doing weird things. But again, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll see.
I say, I expect that when, or if something like that does happen to you, I want a full report, because I think that kind of shit is hilarious.
Oh, you know, I'll record it and fucking post it, you know.
Hell yeah.
If I run across it. I'm still trying to figure out how in the fuck people are starting it out and then all of a sudden they have a full pumped up team that could just go around bruising around the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still roaming around with bugs and birds and Diglets.
Oh, Wingull is only the rarest Pokemon. I want fucking Wingull. No, I'm serious. Wingull's really good. He evolves into Pelstorm.
Wait, is it a real Pokemon?
I'm quoting JonTron era of Game Grumps when they were playing Pokemon, and he was just incorrectly identifying Pokemon just to piss people off, and it was hilarious. He called it Wizmara Pumbloom.
I have no idea who. There's a lot of these things that are. See, and they follow me around, and it's like, do they want to fight? Or.
Yes.
Okay, the best thing about this is you can just hit a button, and you set your Pokemon to go out there and just attack any. It's auto battle. You don't get as much experience as if you were, actually going around battling. But when all these creatures just gather up, it's like, I'm gonna hit the button and just let my dude just kill all of you.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, man.
This is massacre time. But I want to catch this one, so I need a weak guy. This guy. No, it's pretty cool so far.
That's good.
At least yeah.
I've never really been a big Pokemon guy, so I'm not really all that invested. But I'm glad people are finding their enjoyment with it. Because I'm not gonna sit here and hate on it just because I'm not into it. People are allowed to enjoy things that I don't necessarily share. Wish other people.
But it's always one of those things that. Yeah, it's one of those things that kind of bugged me about this stuff. Why you gotta dismiss it? If you're enjoying the game, just enjoy the game.
Exactly. And if other people are enjoying it, and it, if they're not bugging you about it, just let them enjoy their game.
Yeah.
I say I'm pretty much of the opinion that, like, if anyone's sitting there trying to get me to join Pokemon, they don't really know me very much, because like I'm sitting there going like, I'm way too old to get into Pokemon now. I mean, I was what, 15 when the first Pokemon came out, and I didn't have a Game Boy. I didn't, I was totally the wrong demographic for Pokemon, and then trying to get me into it now, it's all like, it's about a good 20 years too late for that, my guy.
Oh yeah.
But I don't begrudge people that like it. They can have their fun. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like a whole bunch of this stuff is new. I think I played the first two Pokemon games, and then maybe one or two in between, like the DS or one or something like that. But yeah, a lot of these things I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? But this game in particular is pretty well done. I just wish in Pokemon Arceus, Legends Arceus, you can fight multiple Pokemon at the same time, and they didn't add it to this one, which is kind of.
Yeah, I would have figured that it would have been like a one-for-one sort of like update on Arceus's format.
Yeah. Because the multiple battle is cool because you can like rope a bunch of them in to a battle, and then you just fight them. Like now they'll just hover around you and wait their turn. It's
like a kung fu movie, right? Everyone's waiting their turn to fight.
But it's like I said, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a patch and all that. They released it because they had a dateline or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? So far, I've been having fun with it. That's pretty good. I just wish I can figure out how to change clothing. This outfit is atrocious. Hey, how's Eeyore doing? Has he fallen asleep yet, or?
I don't know.
I think he has.
It might have. I say I ordered the Goff Rocka and the Imperial Guard Cadia Stands box set, and apparently they'll be arriving sometime either this next week or the week after. So I got that going for me.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Speaking of which,
I was actually going to see about getting people together. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to cook some food for everyone on Friday, on Black Friday. So if you're not going out, Christmas shopping on Black Friday, coming over to our place, I'll make some food for us and then just play tabletop games all day.
well, I got next week. It looks like it's just a 3-day work week, and then Thursday, Friday is off.
I'll
So,
say I've only got a 2-day work week. I've only got Monday and Tuesday.
whoa!
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll say Wednesday I'm going to a luncheon for my company, but other than that, yeah, the rest of the week I'm off. So you want to hang out during the week? We can do that. I can show you Underworlds. I think you'd really dig this game, man.
It's Thanksgiving week, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in terms of cooking, I don't know, really, not really much of a cook.
I'll
It's
say
more of something like Sanguine would be.
I am. I like cooking. I like cooking well enough. That's why I sit there and say, all you got to do is just bring yourself and be ready to eat and play some tabletop games. Now I'm no expert chef like Sanguine or anything like that, but I think I'm pretty good. I made a whole Thanksgiving spread for Bug and myself last year, so because I don't think
Well,
either one of
I'm
us-
just surprised you guys aren't going. Well, I'm surprised like you're not going out to what, Ohio?
Oh no! Say that's going to see my brother and my dad. My dad really never does anything for Thanksgiving, and my brother's got his own family. So,
Oh.
my mom and my stepdad occasionally go out to Ohio to hang out with my brother, but me, I just I let them be.
Oh, I gotcha.
So. Don't get me wrong, I love my brother and I love my nephews and stuff like that. It's just that, I don't want to intrude on their lives, so to speak. Especially considering now 2 of my 3 nephews are now married and one of them has kids. So I'm a grunkle.
Ooh. Grunkle.
Yes. Grunkle quiz. Good lord, my hashnet copper is really settled. There it goes.
So, what are you going to be painting tonight?
I'm painting my Eldar Guardians and Eldar Rangers. Because I don't have the rest of my Necrons fully prepared yet. So, if I can finish up all these guys, and then my Orcs, and then my Skeletons and stuff like that, by the end of the month I'll be pretty good on the goal that I had for the end of the year.
Not bad.
Yeah. Hopefully I can get all that stuff done, and then it's all about buying cases really for all of my minis. Because I like to have all of my minis in like a carrying case, so that at a moment's notice I can, you know, pick them all up and go to a game store, or go to a friend's house and play some 40K. But yeah, say the game that I keep on harping on you, that I think you might really enjoy is it's called Warhammer Underworlds. And say, you know, you can see right here all of these minis I gotta paint here, right? And all is, oh my god, I got, you know, 10 Eldar Guardians, and that's only just one squad. There you go. This is what a Warhammer Underworlds army consists of. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's only 4 minis. That's my vampire army. This is the Crimson Court is what they're called. And started painting them, so I'm gonna see about trying to finish them. But you know, where you know 40K, you have to worry about, you know, a whole shit ton of minis. For Underworlds, you have 4. 4 to 6 usually. And so I've got another warband over there that has 6, but yeah, it's really kind of a different sort of way to play a game like Warhammer, and it's really interesting and, in my opinion, really fun. I've said it before, it's like a combination of a board game, a tabletop war game, and a deck building card game. So there's multiple levels of strategy involved with it.
Are there expansion packs for it?
Yeah, every there's like what they call seasons, where it's a new box set that comes with 2 warbands, and then like all of the tokens and dice and stuff like that to play the game. In addition to that, updated rules and stuff like that. But the seasons are like their own self-contained thing, and then afterwards they come out with like new warbands for every season. And if like one warband really appeals to you, you can just buy that warband. You don't have to buy the box set.
Ah, not bad.
Yeah, it's really cool. Let's say I've got 2 warbands like that. I've got the vampire one, and then I've also got a witch hunter one. So I was thinking about it too. Like if they do another Underworlds event at the GW store that I go to, I was thinking of wearing my full armor getup and going there with the witch hunter warband. I think it'd be really fun.
Hey, that'd be pretty cool. The only thing I would suggest is that you'd get some Gamison.
Oh yeah.
I know.
It's
hey,
it's part of the things that I'm gonna plan on buying for my
Cannibalistic Wizard says, "Is it just me, or is Quiz and Adam really quiet?" So I'm gonna
could
pop
be
on
because
a different device.
I'm really far away from my microphone. Is that better? I kind of turned myself down a little bit too, because I've heard before that I was really loud. So let me turn that up. I mean, that's about as good as I'm gonna be able to get. I'm nowhere near peaking because I'm nowhere near my microphone. But if that's better,
yeah, I don't know. It's sounding all right to me, but
and I think I'm sounding okay for you too. So.
Now either we're having technical issues or we're getting old.
What?
I don't know.
Speaking of the good ear, Sonny.
What are you saying?
Ooh! Yeah, right. I say, yeah, my goal is to try and finish up all of my Eldar and my Orcs and my Necrons and all my Xenos armies, so that way I can focus in on my roommate's Chaos stuff this next coming year. And hopefully get all that stuff pretty much done for him. And then he can stow all of it inside of his cases and everything that he wants to get. He gave me 300 something bucks to get him a case that I've been researching for him. So we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward and kind of not looking forward to this next week, especially when it comes to doing stuff at work, because we're having to do some annual inventory stuff at work. So that means that I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff that's normally not part of my job. But at the same time, I only work for 2 days, so it's all like, how can I really complain about that? So, I don't know.
It's not bad though.
No.
Working only for 2 days.
Yeah.
No. I just can't believe it's Thanksgiving time already.
Yeah, where did the year go?
Well, by too fast, you know?
Yeah. What's that line from, Social Distortion? Life goes by so fast, you only want to do what you think is right. Story of my life.
Holy shit, is that a donkey Pokemon?
A donkey Pokemon?
Yeah, Mudbray?
Mudbray?
See, I don't know if this is like, this thing came out a couple generations ago. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Sorry, dude, but you're getting burned.
Never seen it because I'm not a Pokemon player.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this is all new to me.
A donkey Pokemon.
Yeah, and he has like a Mo haircut.
A Mo haircut. Oh, whitey jeez. Why I oughta.
Nice guy.
Yeah, wise guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming out pretty good. This Guardian right here. Get all of them done and all of the Rangers done, I'll be really happy.
So what do you do around Christmas time?
Basically just stay at home and paint. Let's say several Christmases ago when we were doing, getting back into like D&D and stuff like that, especially when I was running the D&D sessions on my channel, I went to our local game store and I bought up a bunch of D&D minis. So, I don't know. Maybe do that again or something. I don't know. Might be fun.
And you just hung out and painted minis?
Pretty much. That's all I really do. The thing about it is that, like, you know, wintertime, especially these last 2 days, like when we were, you know, just hanging out here in the apartment, I kept on saying to my roommate that it feels like I'm a bear or something like that. I'm wanting to hibernate all day. Like, yesterday, all I did was fucking sleep. I didn't do much of anything else.
No, I can feel that. Shit, today. Yeah, today. Fucking had no problem just tilting my head and be like, yeah, I'm done.
Right?
Night night.
Yep. I hear that.
Probably a mixture of the weather and we're getting old.
Yeah, tell me about it. Fucking the like when it started snowing the other day, it was really really bad because I had to go outside and put some stuff on a truck and a forklift.
Yeah.
And yeah, by the time I got back inside, I felt like I wanted to lay down and die. So it's not good. It's not fun getting old, guys. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't get old.
Yeah. 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
The other thing I find funny is the snow we're getting out here is it feels like it's a teaser / threat. Like, hey, this is what you're getting now. Just look forward to what you're gonna get in the next couple of months.
Yeah, I was gonna say in February. 'Cause that's when,
Oh my god.
That's when the shit really hits the fan here in the Chicagoland area.
We're gonna get fucking inches, bro.
It's gonna be awful.
There's a squirrel Pokemon. Let me get that squirrel Pokemon.
Squirrel! Fucking get him! Alright, that's not what stock I need. A fist on.
I'm surprised Donkey actually fell asleep.
Nah, it's fine. I'm used to it at this point.
Well, in all fairness, he did warn us and said he was tired, so.
Yeah, that's all good. It's all good.
Oh, shit. So, have you been looking at any armor upgrades or accessories?
I have,
you wanna...
yes, I did. I was looking at some Greaves and some Sabatons. So, yeah, I can put those over my boots.
Nice.
That's what I'm eventually probably gonna get. We're, you know, we got time before I have to worry about it. But yeah.
Is that going to be the next purchase for your armor kit?
Well, no, the next purchase is the Gambison. It's gonna go around my
Ah.
neck. I get that, then everything should at least sit comfortably on me. Because that was the major problem about wearing that stuff at the Ren Fair was the breastplate was just cutting into my shoulder like the entire time. It was so uncomfortable. It felt like someone was just putting the edge of a knife like right on my shoulder and just slowly pressing it in the whole time we were there.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to enjoy a fair, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the next plan, and then probably some Greaves and Sabatons. Get those and everything. Yeah, I'm very heavily leaning towards because I'm planning on getting people Christmas gifts and stuff like that. I was really heavily leaning on getting you the Scootum shield.
Be appreciated, but I really don't have a place to put it.
Yeah, but you can hang it on the wall or something. With your Gladius,
Yeah, well, it'd be a fun addition to be able to bring out to the Ren Fair. So,
I'll say another thing I was also looking at and added to my Amazon wish list is an armor stand, so that I can actually stow my armor.
now see, that'd be pretty cool. And honestly, I was looking at it because I was looking at chainmail, or at least like a Roman type chainmail.
Sure.
And but I don't know. I think I kind of want to get a scale type armor, only because it looks a little nicer. I mean, even if it's just
like the segmentada that I linked you.
Yeah. Just because I don't know, it looks nicer.
Yeah, I think it does too. I'll say at that point, like if you get the segmentada and I get you the Scootum, then all you'd need is a Roman helmet.
Oh, I got a helmet.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm all set with that. I need to get some leather insert for the inside because otherwise it's just
Sitting
the
on
metal.
top of your head.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel comfortable, but
Yeah, I hear you. It was funny. I was talking to Shady earlier in the week. We got to talking about secondhand stores and about how just some news for people that may not be in the know. Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman in the original Batman animated series, he died recently. Very unfortunate, but one of the things that Shady was looking at was a combination DVD set of all of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited on Amazon.
Nice.
And I said, maybe you want to look at going to some secondhand stores first, because I went to a secondhand store a little while ago, a Half Price Books over by us, and I saw a case or a box set of all of Justice League. Now I already have all of Justice League Unlimited because that was the one that I really wanted, because that one had Green Arrow. So yeah, but Justice League came before Justice League Unlimited, so I was all like, man, maybe I might get Justice League Unlimited. And I think the entire set was like $15. So I was like, dude, maybe go look at some secondhand stores. Maybe they've got it sitting on their shelves, and you can get it for much cheaper than buying it on Amazon. And so I was doing some research for him, trying to find some secondhand stores in his area. And then I went and I looked up secondhand stores in my area. Now, there used to be this one secondhand store called Second and Charles in Lombard. And I went to that place several times. It was great. It was great. There was a huge book section in the back. They had a comic book section. They had fucking musical instruments. They had fucking, guitars and basses on one side of the store. And then they had retro video games, board games, vinyls, DVDs and movies and books. It's just a huge secondhand store, right? Secondhand media store. I just got a wild bug up my ass and was all like, hey, I remember that place, but I also remember it closing. because my buddy and I, we went there for their like going out of business sale, you know, sort of thing, right? And there was almost nothing there. It kind of sucked. It was a little sad seeing the store just completely empty. But we went, or I went online while I was looking for secondhand stores in Shady's area, and then I was all like, I wonder if there's any other places, you know, for second and Charles. And come to find out, there's one up in Gurnee, which is like on the way to the Ren Fair.
Mm.
And then there's also one in Dayton, Ohio, which is where my dad and brother live.
Oh shit.
So it's all like, if I go to see my dad and brother, I can go to a second and Charles store.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right?
Dude, what's the coincidence of that? You know?
Yeah, right. It was really weird just looking that stuff up and then finding it. I'm all like, hey man. It's funny. Last time I went to go see my dad, he was in the hospital, and like in the interim period, like when they didn't allow visitors, you know, sort of thing, right? Like later.
Oh yeah.
I went to one of my old haunts, you know, back when I was a little kid, right? It was a place, it's the Dayton Mall in Miamisburg. And while I was there, I discovered a couple of stores. And one of them, it was really great. I actually got you a couple of retro toys still in fucking packaging. They're like X-Men toys still in packaging. There's a place called the Treasure Trove. And they had all this really cool shit there. But then it was funny. I went to another store. It was just a big retro video game store. So they had like tons and tons of like, you know, Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo games and so on and so forth. But behind the counter, I saw a box of unopened Rubric Space Marines for the Thousand Suns. And I'm like, how much for the Rubrics? And he goes like $20. That's $30 off retail. I was like, I can't escape Warhammer even when I'm going to see my dad in the hospital. So I had to pick him up.
Hey man, sometimes it's just meant to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain.
Oh jeez.
You know, Warhammer's been a big part of my life for a really, really long time. So, you know, I thank GW for that, really. I say Warhammer was what led me to meet a whole bunch of my, you know, closest friends and so on and so forth. So, yeah, Warhammer's a pretty big part of my life, and I thank GW for making it every day. And they better be appreciative, because I've got well over, what, like 20,000 points worth of Imperial stuff, not counting my Xenos armies. There's been a lot of money on Warhammer over the years.
Yeah, I would say it probably would be considered an investment at this point.
Yeah, I would say I've said it before that in terms of like my collection of Warhammer minis and retro video games and like DVDs that I've collected and all that kind of stuff, I'm sitting on a retirement fund of non-liquid assets. I like to keep saying that because it's pretty true, especially like, you know, my anime stuff. Like, anime is becoming less and less niche, but like with some of the older animes that I've got that are like out of print now, those DVDs, just fucking DVDs, not even Blu-rays, are worth a shit ton of money because no one has them anymore, and so they're highly sought after. So,
and that means something too, you know, like it's one of those things where it's, as time grows, the value grows.
Mm-hmm. So you never know what some of the stuff that you've got is worth. Yeah. why I say, like, you know, never just let go of something if you can avoid it.
Do you think you have any models that would be considered something of higher value at this point?
For like Warhammer stuff?
Yeah.
I would say some of them, yeah. Mainly just because of rarity. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're worth, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars or anything like that. I recently traded a old pewter Lord of Change for most of a Necron army, which was really good. But like, I've got a couple of rare minis, like stuff that was only available at a convention that was thrown in the Chicagoland area called Games Day. It was run by Games Workshop. And they don't do it anymore. That's the problem. And those minis were only put out for that convention, so you had to attend the convention to get the mini. And I've got several of those. Because I went to several of those Games Days a year. So.
Wait, so they handed it out each time you went to the convention?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for every person that attended the convention, you got a super special, unique mini.
Nice.
But you had to go to the convention to get it. And I recently traded one of those because it's a Space Marine captain with a Thunderhammer. And I traded one of those for a whole bunch of Necron minis as well, but it was only one dude, and I traded it to this dude for a whole bunch of Necron stuff. And then I went online and looked for it. That mini is apparently worth like $60 by itself. And I'm all like, you know what? I'm okay with this because, you know, that means I got a whole shit ton of Necron stuff for a very unique mini. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with it because I had 3. And so I still have 2 of them.
Nice.
So if I'm hard up and want some minis to trade, I can just go on to my local Warhammer Discord and trade it away for some new stuff. Because I'm sure there's some of those guys that would really, really want it. Yeah, the one in particular that I'm talking about is the 2008 Games Day mini, Games Day exclusive mini. So.
And you can actually use it in the game?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And so that's one thing that I really respect a lot about Warhammer is the fact that, like, those old minis, nothing is stopping you from using those old minis in the game when it comes to, like, the new stuff. The only stuff that, like, gets thrown by the wayside is for armies that are no longer supported. But Space Marines are like their flagship army. There's no way that they would ever not support the Space Marines. So when it comes to that mini in particular, I could guarantee you that mini will always stay relevant.
That's pretty cool. I'd be surprised to see somebody toss one of those out there.
Not let alone 2, because I could put both of them down.
Oh yeah.
With how I'm running my army, because I'm going to be painting the other guy. Because there is actually rules that say that you can only put out 1 captain per army or per detachment, and the Blood Angels in particular, the army that I play, is the only one that has a workaround for that. Because you have the ability to upgrade one of your captains into a Death Company captain. And if you do so, like, he can't be your warlord or anything like that, but you can field him alongside another captain. So what I can do is I can just paint one of them as a Death Company captain, and then the other one as just a regular captain. And there you go. I can field both. And the best part about it is, since he's wielding a thunder hammer, it's really good for the Blood Angels. I'll finish up these rangers here.
I mean, I know there's a delay on the display, but so far what I've been seeing looks like a nice paint job there.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna say these guys are some of my favorites because they've got like an understated amount of detail to them. So it's really, really cool when you look at the table look at it from table length, right? And then looks even better when you pick it up and actually take a closer look at them. So, and I'm not too worried about these guys having like little bits of white on it because I can smooth that out with the wash that I'm planning on giving them, so no big deal. The problem is that the resin that that these guys are made with doesn't hold on to paint very well. So if you like stow them and don't put on some sort of like varnish, the paint comes off really easy. So, but that's fine. That is fine, because the moment you get a wash or varnish down on these guys, they look so much better.
Hey, yeah.
That's why I think that it might be really cool for you to get into Underworlds, Adam, is that it would allow you to stretch your wings when it comes to creativity and like painting, actually artistic endeavors, while also giving you a strategy game with which to kind of cut your teeth. And be a little bit more familiar, because it's like a card game too, deck building card game and all that kind of stuff. So I think you'd really enjoy it. I think it's a really cool game, and I think you'd really dig it. And say what's even cooler too is that even if you don't want to like invest in the actual tabletop, there's a almost one-for-one video game made of Underworlds, so you can play it on a video game.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. And the requirements for it are super low. Like you can play it on a potato.
I mean, I think I could be able to run it. Honestly, though, I am more focused, or at least currently, my eyes are on getting some of the Total War Warhammer.
Oh yeah, Total War is really great too.
Yeah.
I think I only have
because
one,
what's that?
I think I only have one though. Total War Warhammer.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start with that.
Yeah.
Definitely, because I have no idea the factions, the story, or the lore. So I figure if I get the first one, that'll be a good way to ease myself into it.
Yeah, jumping off point. Yeah, absolutely. I'll say I know that some of my favorite, because here's the thing, right? It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll try. Warhammer Fantasy, which is what Total War is based on, is now no longer a thing. They did what was called the Warhammer End Times, and basically ended the world and then remade it into Age of Sigmar. And that is the game that is currently being supported on the tabletop, right? And what it is kind of like a scenario like with 40K is with the Horus Heresy era, and then now Warhammer 40K. So it's like a different sort of time period and story and lore and factions and stuff like that. So a lot of the factions that you'll encounter in Total War are not going to have a tabletop equivalent anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Now, GW do plan on doing what was re-releasing a lot of those armies and calling it Old World is what they're going to call it, which is going to be a game that they're going to support like the Horus Heresy is for 40K, where there will be like some sort of crossover that you can play some of those old armies in Age of Sigmar, but for the most part, it's going to be designed around being played in its own game system by itself. So there will eventually be a tabletop game that will reflect what's in Total War Warhammer. But as it stands currently, it is on an outdated system, if that makes sense.
Yeah, dude, that it makes sense, and sadly it sounds like what I encountered the other day when I went to go because my phone is fucking choking at this point.
Okay.
Pray for Mojo. So I went to T-Mobile and like, hey, I'm ready for an upgrade. I just never really got it because why? I'm like, the technology works, just doing what it was doing. And so I go in there, I'm like, hey, so I need to upgrade because it's falling apart. And good God, I can't stand salespeople. Right away, he's like, oh, well, I understand you can get a free upgrade, but if you go and spend $29.99 more, you can get this one. This one has this, and I'm like, dude, I don't want that.
Yeah, I already
no
told
need
you
for any of that.
I told you what I want. Go get it.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Bad news bears.
They tried to do that to me. Number one, I've been paying $300 something for my internet, and it got to a tipping point this last month, and so I told Xfinity that they can shove it. If they don't work with me and give me what I want, then I will go without internet.
Yeah.
I say I'll stream.
Find a different source.
Well, I can't. That's the thing, is that the apartment complex I live at is grandfathered in. It's either Xfinity or nothing. But I can just fucking connect to a hotspot on my phone. I don't need to have internet.
See, hold on, because see, there you go. That would make sense for you, but while I was sitting there, there's two customers that I ran across. I was like, this is why I can't stand salesmen. One, this lady talked this family into a higher plan because of something like hotspot. Oh yeah, you'll have access to a hotspot, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, when would this family ever utilize this?
Yeah, need a hotspot.
Like, they're paying so much extra for something that they would probably never use. Yeah, they may use it, and like, oh shit, hey, it was a good thing we had, but you're still paying for it monthly. Ugh. Well, okay. But the other thing was, they had no problem having this dude wait in line for so long, and he's like, this is the other thing. A lot of it was fucking people who couldn't understand each other. It was like a Polish dude speaking to a Hispanic guy, and it was just like, oh my God. Okay. So this dude comes up and he's like, I need a charger, to use in my car. And the guy's like, oh, okay. So he goes and he fucking pulls something out. He's like, it's $40. I'm like, $40 for a car charger? And the guy's just like, oh, okay. How do you go to sleep at night?
Yeah.
Selling a dude
What's
a
even worse?
$40 car charger.
What's
Oh my
even worse is
god.
that, like, anyone could have stepped in and said, dude, you can get it for like $15 at a gas station.
Well, no, yeah, we could have, but I didn't speak the language that he was speaking, and
Yeah.
shit, I was more pissed that I was at that point. It was 45 minutes in, and I'm like, dude, I just want to get a replacement fucking phone.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was the sort of thing like when I finally got my phone upgraded, because I was running a Galaxy S 10. That's what it was, Galaxy S10, for a long time. And then I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go and get an upgrade. But I knew for a fact it was gonna take like all day. So because I used to have Sprint, and Sprint is not part of T-Mobile, so I had to go to a T-Mobile store. And yeah, I gave myself like 5 hours on a Saturday to get it done because it would take about that long.
I can't believe that these people, like I don't know, it's equal parts, like, just, it's like a weird car salesman turned into a phone salesman.
Yeah, it's the new car salesman. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They're willing to do anything. And because I was watching this other one, they were like, oh, hey, so if you want this special facial recognition, you want this type of phone. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, if you're going in to a fucking shop and you're talking about details in phones, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me. I don't know.
I agree 100%, man. It's I think that's a pretty good analogy what we've just come up with. It's the new car salesman. Yeah, it absolutely is.
Hey, did you know that this phone also, if you hit this button, ashtray pulls out, and then you can toss your cigarette butts right in there, and
it's
you
got
don't have
leather
to smell it while
upholstery
you're
too.
driving around.
Yeah.
Look at this nice. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you shouldn't go into a phone mart and go in there and be like spending more than 5 minutes. Like, hey, I need a phone. Here you go. This is what you need. You don't need because there's this dude when he was trying to sell me is like, because he was trying to sell me on like the foldable one. He's like, yeah, if you pay an extra this blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I just want to replace. I got a free upgrade that's doled to me because I paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to pay extra for anything that I don't need. I don't use my phone for that shit. I don't do any of that stuff. So it's like, why am I gonna fucking pay for it? But I get it. They need to make their upsales. Yeah.
I went and got the Z Flip, but that's because I wanted it.
Hey, no, and I got a coworker who's been showing me. He got like a little game pad too, where he has it stretched out, and he was playing Metal Slug, and he's like, "Check it out, man." He's like, "I got this controller, I can play it." Because I'm sitting there playing my 3DS at work.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "Check it out, dude. You don't need a 3DS. You can have this." And not to lie, the phone that you can open up, it looks nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Especially the one where you can have the stylus and you can write and draw. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know.
For me, I chose the other one. I chose the folding one, as in like the one that has a smaller profile, because I wanted it just to fit in my pocket and not take up too much room.
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
And
I hate how phones are just getting bigger.
Yeah.
Constantly getting bigger. And it's like, I want my phone to be smaller, god damn it. I miss the size of the fucking red Razor. That's what I want.
The Razor.
Yeah. That was a great phone, man. I had that phone for forever.
Well, see, that's what I mean. And this is okay. See, this is the thing. It's a difference between the people who kind of go in there and have an understanding, a basic understanding of what they're looking for
Yeah, what they want.
in this specific tech communication device. Let's
Sure.
just communication internet device.
Mhm.
And there's the people who understand that they need to use it because, family members, loved ones, friends, co-workers, you need this device to be able to communicate with the modern world type of thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
But they just might not understand it fully.
Yeah.
So what I witnessed in the store was just a mixture of that. Well, no, more so people who understand, more so the latter. People who understand they need the tech, but they just don't understand it.
Yeah.
And that's where the guy who spends $40 for a car charger. But it was also the family who got suckered into getting watches for each of the lines at a cost of an extra, now their bill is $700 a month or some shit like that. And it's like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what in the fuck why do you need it? Do you understand why you need it? Do you want, ugh. And then the people who are selling it, it's like, I understand that this is how you're getting your payment, right? You're getting your hours, you're getting probably a commission.
Yeah.
But and then when I go up there, I'm just like, yo, I just want this, and don't even offer to transfer my information over to the next phone, because God only knows that you guys are just siphoning up my information onto some other hard drive somewhere, you degenerate demon people. Just give me the fucking hardware.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I can transfer this shit myself.
Yeah. It's like,
I understand computer. I'm fine. I am not 70-year-old grandma.
But just watching them take advantage of these people, it just made me sick.
Yeah.
Like, these people are just trying to, get something that at the most they'll be taking a picture of a family member,
Mm-hmm.
maybe do some FaceTime or a text message of haha, but they don't need facial recognition. They don't need the in and outs of Instagram and TikTok and all this shit. They don't need to be able to have Samsung Pay, and shit. Like, dude, they don't need that. They've managed their life without it. They don't need it now.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, that's the world we're living in right now.
Sadly, it is. Sadly, it is.
Yeah.
See, W.R. Costin, Adam is not evil.
Wait, there was...
I can't...
There was, talk about how you were evil?
Costin, has been deeming a lot of people evil. He seems to have a nut for it. What is... I'm looking at the board, but what is the middle upper one? Not chaotic, neutral.
That'd be chaotic good. Upper right?
Upper right? What's the upper middle?
Upper middle? That would be neutral good.
Neutral good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, Crossing.
I'm chaotic neutral. Because I'm a lunatic. I'm an idealist, but I have no idea what my ideals are.
Oh. Hey, that looks pretty good.
I just love how these
I know
guys
it's delayed, but you just laid the figure down.
I love how these guys just look so much better when you just give them a wash. It's like it just fills out so much better. You get to see all the details and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like a magic trick, just like. Whoa. That's why my friends and I call null oil liquid skill. Because this is the thing, I know how to do this sort of thing, you know, the same sort of thing I'm doing here with the washes. I know how to do that with, like, regular acrylic paint, too. It's just it takes so much longer. And this is just like, you know, just slather it on and you're good to go. It's mainly because, like, I really like the high contrast style. You know, I like the dark and gritty comic book look of high contrast, like fucking Judge Dredd or some shit. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like, a heavy application of something like Null Oil just gives you that effect. And you don't even need to fucking worry about it. And I'm all like, hell yeah, man. This looks so good. And I don't even have to fucking do much.
Dude, yeah, as you're painting it, it looks nice. Speaking of Dread, did you like the newer one with Carl Urban?
Carl Urban? Hell yeah, I did. That was fucking awesome. That was an amazing movie.
It was like fucking spot on Dread.
Yeah, right? That's exactly what I wanted out of a Judge Dredd movie. Not armed alone.
I mean, well, hold on. Let's. That one was good too.
It's
but...
good in a different way.
Yeah. I am the
I'll say, like, yeah, this Dredd didn't have fucking Rob Schneider, alright?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I wasn't supposed to be here. Why am I chained up to you? Oh my god. Fucking Rob Schneider.
I think there's only one movie with Rob Schneider that I think is okay. And that's Surf Ninjas. You ever see that movie?
You serious?
I love Surf Ninjas.
Are you serious?
That was a great movie. What are you talking about? It's silly, yeah, but that was a good movie. Fucking Ernie Reyes Jr.?
You didn't like Deuce Bigelow?
No.
Oh, man. I was trying to think of a decent fucking Rob Schneider movie.
It was hard, wasn't it?
You know? That was because I was like, the animal.
No.
The one where he's a girl.
No.
Deuce Bigelow.
The Water Boy. You can do it.
It was only like a small character cameo. I mean, that doesn't count.
Well, I was gonna say, I remember Johnny Utah Jeff from Newgrounds once said that Rob Schneider is only guilty of being the most successful worthless coattail writer in history.
No. Hey, he is, at least he can claim SNL alumni, so.
Yeah, and good, when SNL was good alumni.
Yeah, well, yeah. He was part of that group, so, I mean, we got to give him credit on that, even though he might not have been. He was kind of like the, Jim Brewer tier.
I
where
give Jim Brewer props, though. I think he's better than fucking Rob Schneider.
He's at least still doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider went trying to do the movie route.
Yeah.
That didn't really go anywhere, but
well, all he is like Johnny Utah said, he's only guilty of being the world's most successful worthless coattail writer. Is the fact that he just all he does is he makes cameos in fucking Adam Sandler's movies, and Adam Sandler somehow bilks a fucking movie.
His badge is not shining too much, so.
Well, yeah, no, well, okay, hold on. It's like because Adam Sandler is successful in bilking fucking like movie studios to fund his vacations, where he just films a movie while he's on vacation, and like they pay for all of it, and his movies are fucking terrible, but for some reason people still go see it, and he just makes tons of money from it. It's fucking stupid.
Hey, somebody out there somebody's are buying the tickets for him, so
yes, and shame on you, person out there.
Assassin here has some tidbits here. Guess Carl Urban didn't want to do Dread if they had him take the movie off or helmet off. I can see that. And God bless him for it because it made the movie. Yes.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. And I'm glad, because like there's a lot of actors that would sit there and say, I'm not doing this role if I have to put the helmet on and keep it on the whole time because my face, I need to have facial recognition out there, blah 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 blah. And it's the fact that Carl Urban went that far, read the comic books, knew what the character was all about, and said that I'm not doing the movie if they make me take the helmet off. That my respect for Carl Urban just fucking went skyrocketing because like that's
I would say a close second to that would be Ryan Reynolds with his portrayal of Deadpool.
Yeah, say the major problem though is that with Ryan Reynolds, he can get some pats on the back for his Deadpool after the fact. But let us not forget that he also signed on to do Deadpool in that shitty Wolverine movie where he had no mouth.
Hey,
where he was
come on, man.
The merc with a mouth with no mouth.
Everybody makes mistakes in their everybody has that one.
I'll give him the mulligan because the Deadpool movie was good. I say I've not seen the second one.
I'm interested to see how they're gonna. Well, I don't know. It's such a train wreck at this point.
Yeah,
the MCU. So.
Oh, my whole thing about like Marvel and all of that kind of stuff too is that like, it was fine for me to go and watch the Avengers and shit like that because I never really cared about the Avengers. I don't give a shit about the Avengers. I never have. The Marvel like comics that I cared about was the X-Men. And they have been slowly and steadily ruining the X-Men in the comic books and in the movies for a really, really fucking long time. So when people are sitting there saying, like, oh, well, aren't you excited that they're going to be rebooting the cartoon in the 90s sort of style? No, I'm not. Because this is modern Marvel, where they made the X-Men a fucking white nationalist organization.
I think, I'm not quite sure where you could pinpoint the exact time, but there is a point where it pivoted towards this agenda type driven stuff. So when you hear that they're gonna do a X-Men reboot, even though they had the original creators, I think for the cartoon for the X-Men 95, I think it's called 98. I remember seeing a quote that the original writers were like, no, we're going to stick to the original source and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you say that, but is that going to be truthful?
Yeah, is Marvel going to let you do that? No, they're not.
I think they're going to let you say that for publicity, but I think when it gets right back to the writers and the animation and the art room is going to be, listen, we have some bullet points that we need you guys to look at.
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show. It is going to be a shit show, period. There's no way you can convince me that it won't.
It's just sad,
Yes, I love the X-Men.
I mean, well, okay. Well, hold on. I don't know. Okay, listen, I'm like 2 bowls in, right, of some very delicious, tasty, herbal essence, right? Okay. And so my brain is looking at it like, holy shit, this is the end of an era where we had the classical period, and then it's a sharp drop off, and then it's just people painting on cave walls with chalk and trying to like, no, this is what they painted. It looked like this. Woo, 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 woo. And this is what we're at right now. Like, holy shit.
Well, you know, it's so funny when people refer to comic books in particular. They talk about, you know, the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, and so on and so forth. I think that definition is fairly subjective, because for the X-Men, I wouldn't say that the 50s era X-Men was the Golden Age. I would say that Chris Claremont in the 80s was fucking the Golden Age.
Well, yeah. Because didn't X-Men start off as like an offshoot of Inhumans?
No, it was its own thing.
Oh, my bad. But it was like, it started off as like a smaller bit, and then it didn't pick up until was it Jim Lee who started doing the artwork for it?
Well, that's like its height in the 90s. Like that was the peak of the X-Men, and then it was all downhill after that because of the comic book crash. But yeah, in my opinion, the best stories were written in the 80s with Chris Claremont. Like I keep bringing it up every time. My favorite graphic novel for the X-Men was God Loves, Man Kills.
Hold on. You said the best stories?
Yes.
So you're saying that the comics didn't really pick up until the story picked up?
Yes.
Or at least the general continuation of the narrative.
Mm-hmm. I would say that was the best period in X-Men history was in the 80s.
See, that just, like, earlier today, I was watching, I think it was, I can't remember his name, Despero or something like that. He's part of the Nerdotic critical drinker group type of people.
Sure.
He was doing a review on She-Hulk Part 2, and they started talking about, the comic lore type of stuff, and it just got me thinking in terms of comic, what brings you in, and it's usually the stories that is what's remembered. And like a bigger one for me is the whole Planet Hulk, World War Hulk type arc.
Sure.
Right, like I love it, and it has nothing to do with me seeing myself in it. It has nothing to do with current political matter. It's just the story is just, it brings you in. And the same with like Dark Knight, and I've even talked to people, the one where Joker deals with Barbara Gordon, that's an impactful story. Yeah, Killing Joke.
Yeah.
It's the story that captivates
that drives
the audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when you mix it with good art and good direction, that's when you start getting those pinnacle narratives, books. That I would say would be the modern equivalent of works like the Odyssey type of stuff.
Sure.
And I think a lot of what current Marvel, I guess, production crews is missing is just that, is they don't know how to write a good story.
No, they don't. they're putting in a political message with the very, very, very tenuous sort of aspects of a story.
Yes. Or at least what I've been seeing with She-Hulk, it's their own personal worldview.
Yeah.
Put into this avatar, and it doesn't work.
No.
It just doesn't work.
Because a character should transcend what you think about the universe. Because you should be thinking about the universe, or the world from the character's perspective, not yours.
No. Hey, could you give me 1 minute? I will be right back.
Sure. Just fucking shaky hand fucking slathering shit all over this model. Oh my god! That's fine. I will fix her. No, you're right, Assassin. You're absolutely right. Say they have fucked up the X-Men so bad because they have no cohesive vision about what the X-Men should be. You know, they try to be this beacon of progressivism and shit like that for a while, and then now they made them fucking they essentially have said that Magneto won. They have taken the whole dynamic of Magneto wanting to make the mutants a separatist, sort of idealistic race that doesn't help humanity or anything like that, and are not tolerant or understanding of anyone, and made that the X-Men, when that should have been exactly what the X-Men are fighting against. And you could sit there and say that could be a compelling story for a while if the X-Men like somehow came to their senses and said, "Hey, wait a second, this isn't good what we're doing here. We're actually fighting against the ideals of inclusion and everything." So like the X-Men break away from Krakoa and go off and try to integrate with humanity, but no, that's not what they've done. They've separated the X-Men. And it's like, at that point, what they've done is now taken the X-Men and pretty much said, fuck you, Stan Lee, we can write what you wrote, only better. And,
wait, what I miss?
And no, they can't. Read what Assassin of the Grey put in there.
Oh, no, I don't want to read what Assassin says. He always breaks my heart. What does he say? These people are childless weirdos with zero life experience.
Well, no, I'm
boys access.
The one before about the X-Men being terrorists who hate Jews and want to enslave the world. And he's right. That's exactly what they've turned the X-Men into, and it's terrible.
Wait, they really did?
Oh yeah, dude. Have you not read any of the shit about Krakoa?
Bro, okay, look. I've been living in the mountains. Okay.
I envy you.
I have zero idea.
Yeah, no. Essentially, what they've done with the X-Men is they've made the X-Men like fall in line with Magneto's vision. They're separatists. They live on their own segregated island where it's
I
only
knew about the island only because I think both Civil War II took place on that island.
On Krakoa.
They had a scuffle on there. And there was another one where the X-Men went to war with the rest of the people.
Yeah.
On the island.
Essentially, that's what they've done is they've made them into mutant separatists, and want to segregate themselves away from humanity because they view themselves as superior to humans. Magneto as one is essentially what it is. And that's what they've made the X-Men into.
So
I've said it a million times. I think the reason why they did this kind of shit to the X-Men is because the X-Men weren't making Marvel movie money.
Yeah.
You know, they sold the rights to the X-Men to 20th Century Fox a long time ago, and then, you know, comic book movies started becoming incredibly popular, and the X-Men were just kind of left by the wayside because they weren't making the mouse movie money. And so, like, corporate Marvel said, "Fuck the X-Men. We don't give a shit what they do." I say that's really telling too. Like when Marvel vs. Capcom, the new Marvel vs. Capcom came out, there's no X-Men in the new Marvel vs. Capcom. Why? Because when they asked a Marvel executive why there were no X-Men in it, he said, "Who likes the X-Men anyway? No one wants to see the X-Men in there. Well, maybe because you're fucking sabotaging their comic books and making them fucking villains. You ever think about that?
Oh, absurd, dude. How did it come to this?
Yeah, it's like, and not only that, think about it for Legacy too. What was the very first fighting game that Capcom made for Marvel? X-Men Children of the Atom. It wasn't fucking Avengers. Because who the fuck gives a shit about the Avengers? No one!
Whoa. The Avengers did come first, but it wasn't a fighter.
Oh, are you talking about the beat 'em up?
It was side-scrolling beat 'em up.
But that wasn't Capcom, was it?
Well, and not only that, it was kind of like, because they had shooter elements, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they had Hawkeye in it, so you had to be able to shoot. But they had Hawkeye
and Vision.
Vision and Captain America.
Yeah, but it wasn't, and it was definitely Children of the Atom that brought them to prevalence.
Yeah, well, that Avengers side-scrolling beat 'em up too. That wasn't developed by Capcom, was it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with mutants and X-Men. It's starting with Namor.
I'll say it was funny actually.
First mutant.
I was talking about this kind of stuff with some guys at the Warhammer store the other day, and there's a Hispanic guy that goes to our Warhammer store, and he got so angry. We were sitting there talking about it, and he's like, "Dude, I am fucking personally insulted, with the Hispanic heritage that I have, right? That Namor they've made into Hispanic." To echo what you've been saying for a really, really fucking long time, Adam. The fact that they've changed Namor to that for no other reason than for like in the name of fucking diversity or some shit. It's fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. Sorry, the headset died out.
Oh.
Only a matter of time till I can correct this problem. But yeah, no. Have you seen any of the reviews on Wakanda Forever?
No. What are the reviews?
It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah?
Like all round.
People are really not liking it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it finally broke the point of there's more normies actually realizing that, yeah, a lot of these movies are just, I hate to say it, but propagandist bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean,
race
it's just, I mean, let's be real. It really is. It's, when you say on the nose, this one is on the nose. Like,
Yeah.
it's just right there. So, I don't know.
Right between the teeth.
Yeah. What's the other? See, I was watching some about She-Hulk, and then that, and then of course they're gloating on changing all the Marvel male characters over to female characters, and I don't know who's telling these people that this is a good thing, but you know they're celebrating it.
Of course they are.
And the one that baffles me is John Leguizamo bitching about people of color doing the voices for Mario, and it's like, well, they're Italian. You're Puerto Rican or Cuban. Why the fuck? Who are you to say anything about?
Like,
what
was
the
the
fuck?
other one that it wasn't Mario. It was something else that he was bitching about.
Oh yeah, he was bitching about something else. I don't know. It's if they're bitching about representation and like, hey, this voice actor should be this, or this actor should be portraying, dude, shut up.
All I gotta say about that is, do you not understand your profession? You are
You're an actor.
playing pretend. That's what an actor does.
It's crazy because it's like, it's on one part, it's these people are doing it, or do they understand that they're doing this? And then on the other hand, it's the people who listen to it and are yup, it's 100% that's true, they shouldn't be doing it. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, oh my god.
Doy.
Jeez. Yeah, only a blind person should be a blind character in a movie.
Yep.
Good luck finding that character.
Yeah. That actor, yeah.
Or that actor.
Good luck. Because if they're not actually blind, that's incredibly offensive, Adam. And I can't even.
Well, look, I'm sure there's a blind actor out there that's just trying to make their way, and
All I gotta say is that the fucking kids in the hall were goddamn prophetic with their social justice art class.
kids in the hall.
Oh, well,
Hold on, weren't they Canadian?
Yes, they were.
Oh god.
Fat. What was it? Fat, disabled, black dykes are really hard to find. Oh, man. Yes, I did just say the D slur there, Susan. You can go fuck yourself. Fuck you, Susan.
Well, it's only a matter of time before Susan loses her job.
Good.
Yeah. I'm counting on it.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Like, they've the popular thing they keep bringing up is that YouTube operates at a loss, but the actual honest truth is that they're not. YouTube is pulling in a profit all the time.
Are they?
So, oh yeah. They have
Well, I
been
mean,
for
probably
years.
because the last time I popped on a video, it was fucking 3 advertisements.
Well, yeah,
2 of them you couldn't skip.
That's part of it right there. Is something like that. The problem with saying that YouTube operates at a loss is that you're not taking into consideration the fact that they're not necessarily stopping the advertisements on channels that they demonetize. When you are demonetized, that does not stop them from running an ad. All that does, that stops them from giving you any money from the ad.
The thing that gets me is, it's like, I might not even watch the ad. I could take my earbud out and not even hear the ad.
But they're still
And
making
the
money.
product that it is, I probably would never even purchase that product. But somehow they're still getting money off me.
Well, what it is it's not from you. They're getting
Well,
money.
no.
They're getting money from the advertisement.
Yeah, they're getting money because they
Yeah.
managed to run the video. But it's like, at the same end, it's like, where I come in is, I'm there, like I wanted to watch this video, this ad is playing on it, and it's shit.
Well, the real thing to do is to get a browser extension and watch everything through your browser, or to get a ad block browser for your phone and watch all of your YouTube through that. That's the only way that you can physically hurt YouTube for that shit.
And this brings us into our sponsor for this evening, VPN, Minions VPN.
Well, no, and you know what? I'll use YouTube to sit there and say this. YouTube can go fuck itself and say there's ways around giving YouTube money. If I ever have a successful channel, with YouTube, like doing, fucking Warhammer stuff or whatever, I will not enable super chats ever, because I don't want to give YouTube money. I'll say if you want to donate to the channel, and any donations are perfectly valid and gratefully accepted, with nothing but gratitude, do it through Streamlabs, because YouTube does not get a single fucking dime out of it. Fuck YouTube.
Dude, fucking YouTube, bro. Ultimate. Whoa, Ridge Wallet. I don't know about those.
No. Nordman here.
Well, at least it's not. Whoa,
Raid Shadow Legends.
Let me tell you, you can play as this guy, and oh, my favorite is this one.
All I gotta say, man, is that like I recently went and showed a friend Flash Kits videos. Flash Kits are awesome. Support them in every way possible. But their ads for like Raid Shadow Legends and shit like that are legit great. I don't give a shit.
That was the one you were showing me, right?
Yeah.
The other day, or when we were last hanging out.
Yeah.
They were like skits.
Yep. I'll say their ads are legit good. Way better than the fucking fucking ad or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I would have no problem doing an ad if you could do something like that.
Oh yeah.
Where it's not just I'm just gonna read off a script. If you could just do a skit, that'd be awesome. It'd worth it, because you're fucking performing. But
well, apparently,
yeah, just reading the script.
The two that really want to, or that really allow you to do shit like that, are Raid Shadow Legends and NordVPN.
Yeah, oversimplified history. I think the studio, they do their own NordVPN.
Well,
skits.
Internet Historian does his own. So
yes, him too. Yeah.
Yep. And so yeah, like I said, those are the two companies that apparently seem to like genuinely want to help creators. So it's funny to make the jokes about Raid Shadow Legends, but if they genuinely want to help content creators, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. More
I don't give a shit about their game, but that's really cool of them.
So this is just a heads up, ladies and gentlemen. Minions of the Zoo is going to be hanging out with Raid Shadow Legends, and we are working on a couple of advertisements that we are going to be fitting right in there. And so make sure you open your wallet and start dumping all your coinage. Make sure you say barf when you dump the change, and we'll gladly take that.
Yes.
So yeah, that was all satire. We're not opening up any of that. No. I can't believe I have to say this, we're not actually doing it because that'd be stupid, and we're not actually gonna disclose financial stuff like at the end of the live stream. But sometimes we gotta say that because people do that again.
This isn't Twitter here, Adam. You don't have.
I know. I'm so used to having to cast dispel magic and barrier magic.
Yeah, true.
Common sense, people. Use it.
This obvious parody account needs to be labeled as a parody account for people to actually get that it's a parody account. What's that popular Joker line from one of my favorite episodes of the animated series? Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke!
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, and hey, rest in peace, Jason and David Frank.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. I saw that. The fucking
I saw it in the morning. Yeah, I saw it in the morning, and I was like, I don't know. People weren't, confirming it, but then, yeah.
Well,
towards the end of the night.
Did you hear what he died of, too?
Suicide.
Yep. It's really unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Drawing attention to real problems that people have,
And he was always one of those at least from what I saw, one of those guys that went out there and pushed for like a positive physical movement type of thing,
Oh yeah, like like positive fitness and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's
really unfortunate when people can hit that low. This stream sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh God.
BetterHelp. Oh shit. Yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit them.
Smash that like button.
Dollar dues.
You know, if I can spin this fidget spinner atop this loaded gun in my mouth, then you have to smash the like button. I stole that joke from Mini Kudos, but you know it's okay.
Are you gonna take advantage of any of the Black Friday sales?
I'm going to hold off and see if there's any Cyber Monday sales, because I'm going to be probably doing most of my gift shopping online. Because that's just the world we're living in now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just become aware that some places have Black Friday sales earlier
Than Black Friday.
Yeah,
because they don't want grandmas to get trampled and killed, so that people can get their PlayStation 5s. Oh my God!
That was something too. A coworker was like, "Hey, my brother went to this one particular GameStop. It's close by us, so I'll relay the location when I ask the dude come Monday." Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, when I went there, they had a whole bunch of PlayStation 5s, and nobody was there, so." And it's one of those towns. Okay, Illinois. There's particular towns where it's like hoity-toity type towns, right? Yeah. So I think it's one of these towns where they already have their PlayStation 5s.
Okay.
So,
okay. Rich bitch territory, North Shore. Yeah.
so he was like, so I went up there in the morning and I was like, "Hey, do you got a PlayStation 5?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so he got himself, and I'm like, "Dude, you got to tell me the story so I can go and get me one when when I get the $700-800 fucking."
Good God, it costs that much?
I think so. I'm only assuming. If they're raising the price of $60 to $70 games, I'm only assuming the hardware is gonna be the same.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do want it.
Me too, but I don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Well, it is what it is, right?
Indeed.
Got this eye to film.
Opinionated Scotsman. Who is? Okay, Cryptic. Oh, hello, Cryptic. But who is the opinionated Scotsman? I swear I've heard that name before.
So have I. I have no idea.
Could be because it's late. I will say though, for Thanksgiving, the only thing I think I will try and and make is some deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs can be okay. I don't particularly like them, but I don't really like hard-boiled eggs to begin with, so
Well,
it's not my jam. It's okay though.
do you do turkey or ham?
Oh, turkey all the way. I hate ham. I hate ham. Sorry, I just there's certain things that like ham is okay on, but like other things it's just fucking. Oh my god, it's good. Like just ham by itself is fucking gross. But ham on like a fucking oh god, what's the name of that sandwich? Monte Cristo? Is that what it is? It's the ham and cheese sandwich, essentially. Grilled ham and cheese.
Possibly.
I think that's what it's called. I think it's called a Monte Cristo. Yeah, like ham on that is perfectly fine. But yeah, no. Otherwise, ugh. No, I'm turkey all day, every day, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to have some turkey and green bean casserole and
Hell yeah! I say I can make some green bean casserole and all that shit. I say I was you know, we'll probably talk about it later on this week or something like that. I want to get whoever would want to come over for a you know friendly get together sort of thing for tabletop gaming and dinner. Figure out what everyone would want, but you know, I can make a turkey, I can make mashed potatoes, stuffing, you know, so on and so forth, all the way down, and like to gauge what everyone would want, and yeah, make it. Cause I ain't a bad cook. Ignored chats are ignored. Okay, wait, hold on. Making jokes and no one's reading them. I'm sorry. Favorite Shadow Legend is Shu. Shu Shadow Legend?
who's a shoe?
I have no idea. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I don't play Raid Shadow Legends, so
Raid
I
Shady?
couldn't tell you.
Don't play
Rady Shady. I will say, I look forward to if we're gonna do something for Thanksgiving. Should be fun.
Yeah, I say I'd like to. I want to get everyone together and have a good time. Because after these couple of years, I think we deserve it. You know?
Yeah. Yes, and doodly doodly.
Yeah. Speaking of also, I went and bought this thing because I was at the grocery store the other day and decided, why not? It sounds interesting. I'll try it. Did you know that they make a hard Mountain Dew?
A hard Mountain Dew?
Yes.
What is that?
In particular, I got Baja Blast. It's Baja Blast Mountain Dew with alcohol.
Oh my god. Where'd you get this at?
Jewel.
Oh my god.
Right? I was shocked too. I walked in there. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hard Mountain Dew? It's 5%. 5% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I had 2 of them.
Oh.
They come in
How'd it taste?
24-ounce fucking. It tastes just like fucking Baja Blast, just with the alcohol spike.
Baja Blast with a pinch of alcohol.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's 5% alcohol by volume.
Oh wow. Oh, we've hit those pinnacle of human achievements.
Yeah. Now we need
Baja
some
Blast.
alcoholic fucking Doritos. And then it's all
Yeah.
then it's
Oh,
gamer
God.
time, my man. It's gamer time.
No, that's the evening. It's that, and then probably some Taco Bell.
In the morning? Hell yeah. For breakfast?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a game also I want to play with you. Imagine Metal Slug, just in the Warhammer 40k universe. You're playing as an orc. It's called Shooter's Blood and Teeth.
Shooter's Blood and Teeth.
Mm-hmm. Teeth, of course, being the currency for orcs. And it's really fun. I played a little bit of it. Didn't play much, but yeah.
Where'd you play it on? Steam or?
I have it on PC, but I have it on order in physical copy. For the Switch, it just hasn't arrived yet because it's one of those fucking limited run things.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But it's a Warhammer game, so I had to. I have to have the physical copy. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, but limited run.
I know. I'll say we've had the conversation about limited run. I love and I hate them all at the same time.
They started off great, but they
lost the plot.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to sell to the hyper special, you know, this is a limited time thing, without telling you that no, it's not a limited time thing. They're going to mass produce it. And then even then, the big problem is that they bank on FOMO with that by not telling you which ones they'll always sell and which ones they won't, which ones they'll sell to Amazon and keep producing and which ones they won't, and all sorts of shit like that. It's just really scummy. It's really scummy.
Yeah, a shoddy business practice, dude.
And it's like, just fucking do better, man. Because this is you're providing a service that people want. People want physical copies of games. So stop being such dickheads about it.
Yeah, and the idea of production limitations it's like, dude, at this point, come on.
Yeah.
It's you should have figured out a way around the delay aspect of it.
Yeah. It shouldn't. Yeah. By this point, you should have figured out your fucking logistic nightmare of fucking post-COVID supply chain.
Yeah.
You've had 2 years. Fucking knock it off. It shouldn't take a year to put out a game.
Yeah, the whole COVID back defense. If anybody says, "Oh, well, there's COVID," dude, I'm gonna kick him in the nutsack. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, it should have taken you a week to figure out how to plan out how to work around fucking COVID measures.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. People have to work from home. Oh shit. Well, make sure they have a router and an internet connection so that they can fucking communicate with the fucking rest of us. Like, unfucking believable, dude.
Mm.
And the worst part is they want everybody else to believe it.
Yeah.
They want you to believe that they had to stall because of some quote unquote fictional virus. It's wonderful.
The major problem with it is the fact that, like, yes, there were supply chain issues because of COVID. Yes, that is a valid excuse, but not 2 years running. Those supply chain issues have been fixed. If you're still using that as a crutch with which to delay your release for the stuff that you promised that you would make, then you're just a piece of shit at that point. Fucking pull your finger out and do your goddamn job. But the problem is that, yeah, a lot of these companies, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. They're trying to put out a game that people want to get pre-order money so that they have enough money to fund the fucking other game that they already promised that they put out. It's ridiculous. But that's what's happening. I guarantee you that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, it has nothing to do with the video games anymore. You're just a shit businessman.
And the people who are paying into it are just, yeah, they're just playing into the money spice flow, type of thing.
The problem is that they are providing a service that people want. People want these games, and it's hard to blame the people that want the games for wanting the game and be willing to pay for it. It's the problem is that when you provide a product, if you promise that you provide a product, you are beholden to deliver that fucking product. So it has nothing to do with the people that actually want the games. They're not at fault.
Well, no. I would say it's they're not at fault, but they are at fault. And I would say an example of that would be the current Call of Duty, where there was a push online for a boycott. Don't put money into it because we don't approve of their business practice. And the way that they released to do Call of Duty was kind of odd, that they're releasing in chunks, so to speak.
Yeah. Episodic or something.
Yeah, but still, people bought it, and it is Call of Duty. And I would say I'm running into that same issue but I'm also a problem, so to speak. Pokemon was released, and there seems to be a lot of issues, but I still bought it.
Yeah, there's tons of issues. It's a broken ass fucking game, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's
like I said, I don't think it's the consumer's fault at all. They are willing to spend their money for a product. It's the people who are providing the product that are not delivering that are the problem.
Yes, well, no, I would say it's the companies who are doing it, and I know that's sugarcoating, I guess you could say, but funny enough, after playing this Atari 50th celebration, and watching some of the documentaries on there, it seems, once you start getting big companies involved, the developers no longer have they start getting their limit, and it even calls in fucking Westwood. Once EA bought Westwood, Westwood was no longer able to fucking make some good games.
Oh yeah.
It was all EA stuff.
Yep.
So, and hey, Blizzard with Activision.
Oh yeah.
And who to think Activision started off was an offshoot because they weren't getting paid enough from Atari. Oh my god. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'd say, but you had people like fucking Bobby Kotick running fucking Activision. The people who are doing nothing but killing the fucking video game industry, choking the life out of it. You had those kinds of people running the show, and it just it's no surprise things fell down the way that they did. I'm not gonna make any allegations about Bobby Kotick, but I will say that under his leadership, Blizzard entered into the worst era that it has ever been in. So I'm not gonna say that he's complicit in the rape allegations, allegedly, but I'm just going to just leave that out there, just with a pregnant pause. At this point, if Blizzard crashes and burns, and like every single person that works at that company loses their job, I will shed nary a tear. And I used to love Blizzard. Like I fucking Diablo 2 was my jam back in the day, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, it's sad to see, but at this point, fuck them. Fuck them and
Hey,
fuck you,
I'm
Susan.
still upset. I just recently found out that I cannot download um Warcraft 2 BattleNet edition.
Really?
It used to be on their website if you had the game um and you had it registered, you can download it off the website. Now you can no longer do it. And I think it happened a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it did.
Probably did, yeah. I was saying,
You know.
that's good to know. I'm not getting rid of my BattleNet edition discs.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm glad I have my CD copy, but unfortunately, I don't have it on me at the moment.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there looking to download it, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I can't. This is ridiculous. And Warcraft 3 as well. You have to download the remastered version.
Fuck that.
And so you have to have a whole like multiple gig version.
Makes me wonder
on
if
there.
they did that specifically because people were pointing out all the fucking continuity issues with World of Warcraft, because they are abso-fucking-lutely terrible about their story writing.
Oh yeah, well they constantly change it.
Yep. Well, I've been fucking with it for forever. Chris Metzen completely forgot that the Draenei were supposed to be the original inhabitants of Draenor. And so when he wrote that in for World of Warcraft, you know, the whole they were descendants of the demons rather than from Draenor, everyone pointed it out and he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. Well, I can't change it now."
No, well.
I really wish I could have that sort of pithy response there, dude, and keep my job.
Yeah, right. It's kind of weird, you know, how they took that type of turn on it, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's again, I think it's mainly comes down to the rapists allegedly leading Activision.
Ah, yes, it's Activision. Goodness.
Well, that works. That works just fine. Cool. I've got some other models on the side here that I'm dry fitting, and yeah, that works. Looks really nice. Good. Okay. What time is it? 10:45. I think it's about time to close up the zoo. We've been going at this for a while. And we appreciate all of you coming out here and saying hello and all that. Love you all. All you viewers, all you fine people. We've been your minions of the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Be sure to watch tomorrow where Adam is the host. You got any plans about what kind of radio games you're going to be playing?
I'm probably gonna talk about Pokemons.
Pokemon, yeah, that's the big hot topic right now because of the whole terrible release that they got going on. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, we've been your minions of the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out and having a good time and watching some paint dry. And Assassin, if they're going to be discontinuing metal frame pistols, then fucking High Point is going to go out of business like immediately, because that's their sole defining feature, is the fact that they sell all metal guns with questionable accuracy. But you know what, you can still use the gun as a really nice club. But yeah, we've been your minions of the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out, having a good time, watching some paint dry. Be sure to watch tomorrow where Adam is the host. And yeah, take care everyone, the zoo is closed.
Night.